Hello, how's it going? Osama, you were first. Welcome, Anthony. Hello, how's it going? Well, I hope everyone's doing good. Regina, hi. It's been a morning today. So since the last stream, I've been desperately trying to figure like the next animation out, but like nothing is coming to mind. So we're just doodling and stuff again today, and hopefully something will come to me over the weekend to work on during streams, because it's a little odd when I don't have like something specific to work on. Just realized. So I've installed it through Blender through Steam so I can get the updates, and I've realized that my brushes aren't there anymore. So let's grab them in. Sarima, hi, how's it going? Just adding some, I think it's this one, and brush. There we go. And there we are. And let's just defaults. Oh, let's turn off the lights like that. Oh, and also because it is a new thing, I don't know, can you see this? No, you can't. It's a different window, so I'm just gonna get the grease pencil add-ons. Come on. And then planes. I probably should have done this before stream, but you know me. Okay, we're ready. Mad Max, hi. Good evening. It is 1:30 for me here. So I've got a couple of references up. We're just going to do some warm-ups. It's from, where is he? From F808Z, and we're just going to do a couple of these, I think. They're from The Redemption year, so it doesn't have to be, we all know I'm not going to be neat or anything with this, so we're just doing like stick versions, and they are like kind of low. The camera angle for this is low anyway. Can I do a stream explaining grease pencil? So I did a video, let me grab it. So you see the little character in the corner, that is me. I made that with grease pencil, and I go over my process for it in the video, like all the toolbars and stuff that I use. So if YouTube would like to load, that would be great. Make it last. Hi, I am back at it again. It's something went wrong. Thank you, YouTube. Yeah, I am back at it again. I was kind of hoping that I'd have a more solid animation to go, but you know how it is. There we go. Okay. I need like an extra, there we go. I'm just moving this window so I can have like a third. It's a good job my screen's so big. I can do like many things. Ta-da. Okay. Ruben, hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay, so this... We're just doing some roughs at the minute. And some warm-ups. So across there. But yeah, I've been editing and stuff this week because I've got some collab things coming up, and they need to be done like fairly soon. I'm saying that you almost didn't get a stream today because I woke up with a migraine this morning and I was like, oh no, not again. But I took some ibuprofen and I am feeling much better. I'm definitely more energized than I probably should be, to be fair. It's always a bit dodgy after you've had a migraine. That is not the right angle for the foot. Okay. And this one's got kind of a blur on it because he's moving so quickly. So I'm just gonna do some speed lines on that. So it looks like, let's get rid of this top bit. And then the hand is, again, it's like a smear. It's good practice for smears if you're doing like, what's it called? What is this even called? I haven't had an energy drink today. I didn't want to like ruin my energy. Okay, I think the top leg needs to be thicker. Maybe. Yeah. Although the shorts go that way. And this one, yeah, that is right. Okay. So that's the first frame. I'm just gonna hide that. Okay, we're gonna go through this video because I don't really want all of the frames in a video because that would be, I'm thinking this one. So this shoulder is then here. Then you have the chest. So I think he, yeah, definitely down a little. So the shorts are like this. And then this leg is to the side as he brings it around. What is this man doing? He's about, there's like a punching bag over here, which I haven't put in yet. But let me grab you the link for the video that I'm referencing. Yeah. Also, Captain Welcome. So just, but yeah, I follow him on Twitter and he always posts like really good reference videos, and I've never done one before, and I was like, you know what, today is the day because we are struggling. So I probably should have put in a line for where the floor is. Let's do that. Just make it, actually no line, no floor. So he's gonna spin around. Let's turn that back on. So this knee is gonna bend a bit more. I think his foot is like, where can you not miss? And isn't also welcome. Usually if you put like the, let's see, so in the Discord I will do an announcement for when I go live, and there's also, yeah, I think you can also do like alerts on YouTube and make sure that they're set to all instead of just like some videos. think there's an option for streams as well. Let's get rid of that. By the time he kicks, he will lose his chin. Yes. Okay, so this here, I think. And then this. Where is his other arm? Has it already gone down? Okay, so they're hidden behind each other. It looks like he's doing the Naruto run at the minute. Or like preparing to, but that is not what this is. Okay, then this. Like that. Kabiki, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay. And then I am just gonna move these across. I do not want this, I just want this one. Why is it doing that? Okay. Okay, it looks like there is, this window should not be there. Cool. That's going to be a fun little addition because I'm using the different version of Blender. Okay, let's view the sidebar. We'll just leave it there. Oh, I've missed a bit. It's all good. I'm just doing it in two, so I'm moving along and doing a new frame every 2 frames instead. Let's see. If I play it through to get the timing. Okay, so it's definitely slower in the beginning. I missed a couple of poses. I started too soon, I think. Okay, then he's got this angle. And then the arm is down here, and we've got like some extra hand movement from a smear. I'm not going to do it all because we'd be here forever if I tried to include every detail. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good and that you're enjoying your Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. every time I forget. Let me know if like the music or whatever is too loud for you as well, or if it's just right. That head is a bit big, so let's go to, I prefer a lasso tool, to be honest. There we go. But yeah, exercises like this are a really good way to loosen up. Which is why we're doing them. That needs... That's the hand. And then this is the leg. It's like proper blurry. Okay, so you've got this bit, and then it's coming around so fast. You've got the little lines, and then out here you have this arm. Okay, next pose. Rez, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay, I think I'm gonna need this one. So he's now back a bit more. And then there's a little bit of neck in this pose. Top of the arm. The center where the elbow is, and then he's got some serious flair going on. I need to do some references and stuff sometime for what are they called? Is it the slow-mo? The slow-mo guys, whatever they're called. I can't remember what the channel is, but they do slow-mo videos. They're good references as well. You're doing good. Was about to work on my animation while chilling here. Nice. Love a little co-working stream. Dragon, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay, so this waist part. It's actually a little bit lower. Let's turn down the onion skin because we're not going to be able to see it otherwise. There we go. I prefer like a low opacity for that. And then the waist is here. Like that. This leg is not right. There we go. And then I feel like I'm going to need to sculpt this. Let's make it bigger. Like that. And then this other leg is like around here. You can barely see it because of the blur on it. That's the one. I will be able to speak soon. Oh, okay. There, like that. I'm gonna try and do the jaw, I think. There we go. How's my year going so far? It's going okay. I've got a few bits done. I would like to get a bit more done before Feb rolls around. But yes, it's going alright. I hope everyone else is doing good. Have you got any plans for end of Jan, February going on? Okay, so this one, he's really launched, so let's move that down. Why am I doing the leg first is the question. Okay. Where is the arm? Sometimes it's a bit difficult for me. Oh, so it is... I think I'm going to go with that one, actually. Like this. Probably be like that. And you've got the other shoulder, the other arm coming up here. No worries, I hope the food is good. Let's see. We go around here for the other arm. I've been trying to do more, what are they called? Studies and things. So I've really gotten out of practice with drawing figures and people, and like the cartoon style is great and all, but I can definitely feel like the anatomy and stuff is taking a dip. And I was definitely a lot better at it when I was doing studies and stuff fairly regularly, so maybe that's where the neck is. I think I'm going to do one of these and then we'll start on a rough kind of animation thing for just a little mini project while I get some other stuff sorted out. Okay, so his leg is actually like off screen at this point. So I think he's a little bit too big. For this leg, I need it to be like here. Cool. So this die, and then like that. Got to get in the habit of actually drawing the ankles rather than just, you know, making them like that. There we go. It's a little better. I feel like I'm going to need to stretch the early ones. Maybe. Oh, he's up in the air now. Why have I chosen this one? It's really difficult. Okay. Thinking like this. You know what? We'll do it. This one comes across. Okay, that one there. And then it's got like this little dip in the side. And that's where the shorts are. because obviously I'm not drawing every frame that's in the video. So gotta use your best judgment for that, because otherwise we'd be here forever. Like that. That's what the leg is. How about that? You're making an animation on Critter. Nice. What is it about, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, so this leg, he's definitely going to need to be moved a little bit. Rotation. There, I think. And then we have this. Dynamic animations are definitely more difficult when you're not loving your own anatomy posing. Okay, so now I think I am gonna have to have that one. So here he's turning. There's a history time animation video about my car crash. There's a get. Oh, nice. No, I get it. I can understand it. It's all good. Okay, let's do that. I think I'm starting to like warm up a little bit now with the drawing. Then this side. It's here for the leg. Maybe not quite as wide as that. Chainsaw, hi, how's it going? Also grinding through some grease pencil animations. Nice. We're just doing a warm up for now, and then we are gonna try to do a little something different in Blender. So I'm still struggling to figure out what like the next big-ish animation will be. I've tried doing some storyboards and stuff for some songs and that, but they're just not clicking at the minute. So I'm not gonna like force myself, which I have done like in the past to do. So hopefully something will come about it this weekend. Okay, next one. So we're just doing some warm-ups at the minute. And there. And then you've got this arm. It looks so weird with all these smears. So like this, it looks wrong like that, but it's literally what is showing on the thing. Okay, so this leg is here. Oh, speed art, nice. I had some of those on the channel, but I ended up hiding them. So I've also just realised why the size is changing. Not only because of me, but he's moving towards the camera. I was like, okay, so then we have this one here. Oh, actually, he's gonna be, come on, there we go. I'm pressing control and it wasn't registering. It's gonna be about here, I think. So, and then you've got the underside of the leg going on. I've gotten the crazy anime fight scene part of the storyboarding for my short film finally. Nice! How did you find the choreographing for that? Was it just something you did in your head, or did you look at references and things? Because sometimes I can like visualize a fight in my head, but it just, I never know whether it's going to be any good or not until I try and put it down. So he is, this area is just pure blur. Okay. And then we're gonna be over here. And we're gonna have this leg. It's gonna look really strange for a while. This is okay. Rose, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Okay, so they're starting to come down a little bit. So we're dipping out of the arc for this. And then we've got like an elbow here. Okay, this is the next frame. Some of these, for anyone who's just like popping in, some of these frames are going to look a bit dodgy, but it's all good. So you'll see what they are in a minute. Doing some warm-ups. This one. This foot is like up here. And then this leg down here. I just did it for my head. I'm pretty good at choreography. Something I plan to specialize in the near future. Nice. Yeah, I basically, for like the longest time, the only sort of shots and stuff that I'd really do or enjoy were the super detailed, like slight movement shots, like, you know, the close up with the eyes and like some hand animation. And then I decided that this year was going to be the year that I did not like shy away from more dynamic stuff and actually do some, because I've always put it on like the back burner. Like, oh, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. But no. 2023, the year we actually do it now rather than next time. We don't put stuff off. Oh, that leg is not in perspective. Let's go to edit and grab that. There we go. That leg was a bit too long. Glad you like the blur effect. So we got some of these for like the, what does it look like if I play it through? Okay, not too bad on a on 2s. Which is good. It's always a good sign. So he lands and then spins and then does a swipe. And then he comes back around and then he does another spin and a kick. Okay. This first exercise I chose was very, very extra. Very, very extra. Okay. I do apologise if you can hear the banging on the keyboard. Okay, so he's gonna land. We'll go... The floor will be about here. There's some text in the way. He's added some text. Okay. Let's... add this here. And then you've got like this other leg there. That is so blurry. I wonder if he's ever done... I don't think I've seen him do any... what's it called? Like some slow-mo stuff. I don't know whether he's got the equipment for that. It would be cool if he did. Agatha, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. Tabiko, hi. Don't understand how grease pencil works. For example, if I draw something on frame 1, I have to redraw it again in frame 2. So if you don't want to redraw the whole thing, you can do Shift D and it will duplicate the last frame. And then you can go to like edit. I usually do like sculpt mode and just move stuff like slightly. And then it will do it like that. Your keyframes should be on like this, but yeah. I have like a basics video here of like how I made my little character in the corner, if you're interested. How do I like the grease pencil brush engine? Also, welcome JP. It's good. I like it. I've made a couple of brushes for myself. Let's grab this. So it's like more texture brushes if I wanted to add some things. This one's like a line, like soft thumbnailing brush. And then this one, change the color again. This one's like a crosshatch. And you can make them bigger as well. And then this is another one. I think I used this one in the first big grease pencil project. It's another like texture one. It's called it Hazy. And then you've got Speckle, which if I make it bigger, yeah, you can see it's, and I'm just dotting it in, but you can see it's like that. But it's really fuzzy. I use this when I'm drawing. I go around the edge of stuff and then I turn down the opacity and then change it to like multiply and stuff, and you get a nice diffused edge. But yeah, I've got a couple of those brushes. They're available like on my Gumroad. They're free. Link should be in the description for those. But yeah. I'm decent enough with the slight movement stuff, lol. Weirdly enough, I find those harder than the intense fight scenes. Yeah, so like everyone has their own bits and pieces, so it would be a bit boring if everyone liked the same thing, to be honest. But yeah, I want to sort of step out of my comfort zone a little bit more, because most of the time I'll just be like, oh, it's easier if I just do it like this. Was I using chunky? I can't remember. Was I using brush? Ink? Was I pen? No. I can't remember what brush I was using first before I switched. Chat, do we know what brush I was using? okay. You know what? I'll turn that off. Turn that off. It might just be this, to be honest. Turn that off. Why is the ink pen now like doing that? Oh, okay. That's why. There we go. I was going to say, I was like, why is it not changing? The material had decided that it was going to stick with it. There we go. Voila. Do I think Grease Pencil is good or close to Critter in terms of animation? I'd say so. It's definitely a bit more stable than Critter. The audio works for one. And there's some really nice tools. Thing is with Blender, it's an animation program first, which I think is an improvement over being a drawing program first. Like Critter's got some nice brushes. But Blender has the tools and the stability of being about like a long time, you know? So I do like that very much. But yeah, I'd recommend Blender, I'd say. It's a little bit tough to get your head around like first, but just take it like a couple of steps at a time, and you don't need to know everything. I only do like bare basics, bare minimum, because obviously I am 2D only. I haven't done anything in the 3D bit really, so you know. Dirk, welcome back. Yeah. Mina, hi, how's it going? The advantage to Grease Pencil is there's a lot of tools that can help you go beyond just 2D stuff. That comes with a disadvantage of looking quite daunting to use. I like it a lot. Yeah, exactly. Yes, the tutorial. Excited for that, Anthony. Kyla, hello. Need to experiment with Blender. I really want to do like a 2D, 3D thing. It's on that dreaded list. What is that? Oh, okay. Go away. There we are. Let's scale this down a little bit. What it looks like. Let's say 40 instead of 250 for the end. And let's zoom in a bit so we've got a bit more on the timeline. Oh, let's go back to draw mode so you haven't got the orange flash. Brushes and effects are a bit limiting though, but if you are proficient in Blender, you can get around it. Yeah, one of the things that I'd really like is more blending modes underneath the layer panel, because I work with like quite a lot when I'm in TVPaint, so that would be nice. 20 pixels, got it. Sachi, hi, how's it going? Hope I said that right. My opinion about flash animation. When you say flash animation, what do you mean? Do you mean like old flash animations or Adobe stuff? Okay, let's do a few more. Because for me personally, I don't really think it matters too much about what kind of software you use. Like, a lot of people have messaged me and been like, I can't afford TVPaint, and I'm like, you don't need TVPaint. So yeah, it really just depends on like how you think, like what you want to do. If you want to do rigged stuff and you've only got a frame by frame program, then that might be a little bit tricky. But yeah, you generally don't need like a lot of tools and things just to make something. Like that. So then we have this. Okay, that foot bends a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then you have this one. Oh yeah, also, does anyone have Forspoken? Because I had a look, I was watching some streams while I was planning and editing yesterday, and I don't know, because I was really excited for it when I saw the first trailer with all the parkour stuff, but I'm not too sure I want it anymore. Okay, I feel like this section, it needs to come down a little bit. There needs to be a bit more oomph behind the bend in the knee. There we go. And then this one. I'm planning on doing like some animation stuff in Blender and then taking it into TVPaint to do some line and color stuff, because I want to do a textured animation this year. But I haven't got a story. I haven't got a story to go with it. Okay, there's something wrong with these shoulders. I think it's just this section. There we go. What next? What next? Old Flash animation channels. Yeah, good. I grew up on those on Newgrounds, so yeah. One of my faves. J-Pod, hi. I'm new here. I'm wondering how I should do 2D animation. Do I need to go frame by frame with a different drawing every frame, or should I rig it? That really depends. Because they're like quite different, like two different types of animation really. I didn't really do much with rigging because I was faster with frame by frame. I was like, well, I can draw this quicker than it would take me to set this thing up. But obviously if you've rigged a character, they are going to be more consistent because you've got all the shapes and the poses and the angles down. So yeah, it really does depend what you want to do. I am very biased. I love frame by frame, so frame by frame is a good place to start with beginner exercises as well, because then you get to have a feel for how it works and it can like then inform your rigged stuff as well. So I'd recommend starting out with like the 12 principles of animation and beginner exercises. There's a really good channel. If you let me grab it. I'll grab it. It's Alex Gregg. He's got some beginner stuff out at the minute, but super useful. He's a brilliant animator, and he's got some really good exercises and things on there at the minute. So would recommend. But yeah, Dragon Bones does rigged stuff as well, I think. And also just OpenTunes. I feel like OpenTunes does some stuff. One more question. I'm really confused how to do it smoothly. Something like Family Guy, for example. That's rigged. So they have all of the they have all of the poses and stuff, but it is smooth, so it looks like, you know, frame by frame. Most companies do that in Toon Boom, but it's really expensive. There's some stuff in Moho that's rigged. It's just like a lot of, you'd have a lot of poses and then you deform them to make the angles in between. Does that make sense? Animating run cycles is hard, but animating the Sonic CDP layer is even harder. Is a mission. I think I attempted it once and then was like, no. But yeah, as for making stuff smooth, you do frame by frame stuff, then you sort of learn what to add and what to remove. So especially with like timing and spacing, they're like your big ones from the 12 principles, so definitely keep an eye on those. Do I have rig tutorials? I do not. I do not do rigging, really. It's all frame by frame stuff, basically. And then here's, oh, that is his other leg. I'm glad it helped, J-Pod. It's the British accent. A lot of people are like, your voice. So, yeah. Do you think a storyboarder should be able to animate or get used to animating? I think it's helpful. As long as you're not a storyboarder on production and they ask you to do more and the boards end up looking animated, because that's a whole different thing. But it is helpful to be able to animate. I think most people, when they do storyboarding, they know at least a little bit of animation. So then we have this is leg. You can tell I'm getting like a little bit more impatient every frame. Oh gosh. Okay, so this leg. That's the thing. Sometimes I'm like, am I too impatient to be an animator? And I'm like, wow, I can't do anything else. So my attention span is like not great. That head needs to be here. A lot of the time, like, your interests and stuff will change as you go on. So I never used to like doing backgrounds, but recently I'm like, oh, maybe I should learn perspective. Maybe I should try some more stuff. And then I remember why I don't like perspective. Okay, let's get rid. Oh, okay, let's switch this back to point because we are erasing too many things. Okay. Like that. This leg. Okay. Thank you. And yes, this is super scary. I see animatics that are basically almost finished animations, and I'm like, how I'm not able. Yeah, it's called what is it? Scope? It's a scope creep. What? There's something where it's basically like you have a project or a task set, and then it ends up being like including more and more stuff which shouldn't really be there. So back in the olden days, in the olden times when people were making animations and stuff, you'd have like storyboard would be one thing, layout would be another. Sometimes you get board artists who now do script writing, or like they, you know, if there's a board driven show, they basically write the show in the boards, and that's like 2, 3, 4 different jobs, because you used to have like layout, you'd have the layout and then the story, and then and then basically sometimes boards are so animated you're basically doing the roughs or the keys for the actual animation. Is too much. It's too much. But yeah, just because if you look at like old episodes of SpongeBob, the panels are literally like this, and they're all like really on model, and then it's you got like Patrick over here, and then there's like SpongeBob, and then it would be like a new scene, but at the minute they're all like crazy stuff being done all at once. Yeah, also why I like being an indie animator, because I control what I do on my projects. Okay, let's do this one. This leg is out here. There. That's where the knee is. The part of the animation you're making is a walk cycle bit. It's so hard. It really is. It really is. Walk cycles, run cycles. It's all tough, but like you do it because it is fun sometimes when you see it move. Friend of mine once said I move like a cartoon character. Still the best compliment I've ever received. Like if you're people watching in a cafe, it's yeah, you'll notice how like everyone moves really differently. I was walking behind this old guy on the way back from uni a few years ago. It's getting like, when I say a few years ago, it's getting to be like 6 to 8 years ago now. But yeah, he had such a unique walk. I was like, I don't know whether I don't think I did, because I was like, that's a bit of an invasion of privacy, but I really wanted to like film for reference. But he had such an unusual walk and it was amazing. That leg looks less like I wanted it to, but it's fine. Okay, let's move over. Okay. So this foot is now twisting. And he is lower. I've started with the floor again. maybe not the floor. This hair should be a bit lower. The hair is like up here. Okay, you've got the shoulders. And then you go in here. The waist is down a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to look for like a life drawing class in the city and see whether I can go to one of them a little bit more regularly, because this is it gets worse as I get more impatient with it. So that's where the knee is. And the short is over here. He's got like massive shoulders. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad the explanation helped. If digital hand-drawn animation is hard, imagine how hard cell animation, hand-drawn animation is. Yeah, that's why I do digital. I used to do... We had to buy like these massive blocks of paper when I was in uni to do like the 2D workshops and things. And I think I did 2D animation a few times right in the beginning, but I hated it so much because I couldn't do instant playback, and you had to grab the line testers. So you'd basically put your animation down on the boards with your peg bar through the little holes in the paper, and you'd take a photograph of every you know, picture, and it would be absolutely heartbreaking whenever you'd play it back through, and there would be all of these mistakes, like the proportions would change. And I know I just started out, but I was like, this is not for me. So I moved on to digital and never looked back, because like I can see what I'm doing. I can change it. I can change the proportions. I can move stuff. I can duplicate stuff and then add all the cool little effects. I know it's nice to have something in your hand, but I think if I had made all my animations on paper, I'd never have anywhere to store it, because it's just so much. I have to go soon, but before I'll leave a joke. What is an animator's favourite alcohol? An establishment shop. Oh my god, that is terrible and great at the same time. But no, it's the real Dane. I'm so sorry if I got that wrong. But yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have I tried to rig my 2D characters? So we had like different bits and pieces in projects at uni, and some of the rigged stuff is so embarrassing because it looks absolutely horrendous. Yeah, absolutely horrendous. Yeah, it was just so bad. Like the arms pinwheeled. Oh, it was so embarrassing. Yeah, because I just didn't understand it. I was like, well, I want it here, and then I want it here, and I moved it all fine, and then it did like the, what is it called? It interpolated the movement basically, and the arms just started spinning, and I was like, this is not for me. I should have just like had the keys hold, you know. But it was not to be. It was not to be. Okay, and then we got the neck. I love how I was like, this is only going to take like half an hour to do this warm up. It's not taken half an hour to do the warm up. Okay. This hand is blurry, and then this arm is blurry, and this whole thing is blurry. Be kind of cool if I did a whole animation of smears. Adds to the list. The foot is there. This is not working out. Let me move this, because I feel like oh. Let's go through the reference again. Okay, so that foot has slid forward in the frame that I did not look at. Okay. That comes down. And then you have this one. And this knee is like here. Render animation is flickering. Flickering, please. Some of the ways to keep in mind while animation. So your animation is flickering. Have you got like? Have you got all the stuff on the frames? So have you got frames that have? Oh my god! Hang on. Let me think. I'm taking my glasses off. Right. Have you got a drawing on every frame? It shouldn't really be flickering. Or another way that it might flicker is if you have too many frames and too many drawings, because sometimes it looks really wobbly if you have too many. Less is more, definitely. At least for me. Bergs, hi, how's it going? I try and read everything. Where was it? Are you a 2D animation? Get your favorite thing. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Okay, this one. I've chosen like. How am I only on like 1 second? Okay. So then he's down here. This arm is now up. Like that. This head should be here. Get rid of that. Then you've got this. Oh, that is the whole leg. Oh no. Okay. So this is where the foot swings from here. And then the leg comes up. But then the foot is also at this point because he's still like swinging. So it looks really bizarre. And then this leg is here. The foot is now on the side. Like that. And then this hand is gone. So let's just neaten up this. That's the elbow. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be like a swoosh. Like that. Let's see. Coney, hi, how's it going? Berg, so I've been using the new story pencil add-on. Its workflow is very fluid for storyboarding. Oh, nice. Is that just in the preferences. Sequencer, story pencil, storyboard tools. Let's put that in. I may take a look at that in a bit. I think we're going to need more than 40 frames. Unbelievable. It's me being optimistic about how long this was going to take. Okay. So you got that one, that one. He's got like a mid pose. Middle. So this hand is just going to move slightly. And then it's going to curve around here. It's going to be like this. This hand is now out here. And then this foot is like, so it's another smooth frame basically. And then, okay, then we have this one, which is more of a, so he's on the floor now. That's the leg. And then he's reaching up with this arm. Although it is way, way, way too skinny. I think that's where the that looks where the elbow is. So it's the top of the head. Oh, that might actually be the face there. Yeah, okay. Just a line for the hand. And then you've got this section. And then this leg. It's gonna come out here. This is not choreographed, by the way. Well, it's not choreographed by me. It's F808Z on YouTube. This stuff is really good. I follow them on Twitter, and they do a load of like martial arts stuff. So great to do a little study from. Okay. I don't know whether I can. Do I want to do this? Ah, I did it. I popped it out by accident. Yeah, it's in the preferences. Great. I have added it. Okay, let's move that there. Like there, I guess. I've got to try and not do like this. So one of the art teachers I had, he was actually life drawing, and he said that it's a sign that you're not confident if you do that when you're drawing. And I was like, He's really calling me out. Okay. That was like years ago though, so. I do like the way like a scratchy line looks. So there are like places for it. So let's do this one. The leg is like round there. This is so tough. Like that. And then let's get rid of that. There we go. Trying to do it a bit blockier because my attention span, we're on the dip, I think. On the dipping end of the attention span. Okay, I think this one. So you've got like the knee here. And then the foot is there. Get rid of that line. And then this arm is still straight up, I think. Like that. So then it's here, across. And then this leg is over here. Actually, it's got to be just a slightly higher. This arm should be down here then. You pay more attention. So this is where the foot is. Like that. Let's do this head. There. And oh, Starved Ego, thanks. I appreciate that. Didn't have to. Yeah, just literally messing about in Blender with a reference. So yeah. I got that remark as well, and now I make it a part of my style just to spite them. I love how motivated people can be when someone makes a comment and they're like, I do this now out of spite. It is one of like the biggest motivators, I swear. Okay, let's do another couple and then I think we'll try something else. Okay, so I mean to do that. Go away. There we go. So his knee is on the floor. Oh yeah, I was way too far on that one. Actually, if I get rid of that, should we just stop? Should we stop? No. Okay, one more frame, I think. And we're gonna improvise this one. The shoulder's gonna calm down. Wait, how does an elbow bends the other way, doesn't it? Right, so there. So it'll be here-ish. This knee will come forward. Actually, will it? Will it do that? No, we're not going to improvise. We're just going to call this done. It's actually, if I duplicate this, I always forget, and then I'm like, oh, the sculpt tool. So I'm just gonna pull it back a little. It's the best thing. Actually, maybe switch those two round. And then maybe one more. Let's move these along so it slows down at the end. There we go. We're calling that done. Sometimes you can only do a certain amount of reference before your soul passes through the body and leaves. Okay, so yeah, the Discord for Howard's is really good. Would recommend his channel as well, because it's got some really fab tutorials, and he has a course as well for 2D animation. Okay, right, let's save this because I have not saved it yet, which is very, very bad of me. Okay. Let's just save this like blender exercises. I'm gonna name this F808Z12X. Save as. Right, then I'm gonna do file new. So use. I'm gonna get rid of that one. I don't need that. And let's go. I like to use like a dark purple. Don't want to use the pencil. Oh, I didn't save my brushes. Okay, let's just add them in again. File, end. Append. There we go. Let's get rid of that. I also want to change that to point. File, defaults, save start file. There we go. We should be good now. Let's go for like a. I always go for like a dark purple. And we're just gonna rough some stuff out. Do like some mini boards. No worries, Dragon Teens. Thanks for popping in. Dlepu, hi, how's it going? Well, sort of how I have a character that has confidence lines for the body and insecure lines there. No, that's a stylistic choice. That's fine. That's fine. That sounds cool though. Give a hi. What are the tips I have on lineless animation? So when I do a lineless project, I will usually animate them with lines first, and then in a new layer I will go over the top Any new color will, or like, yeah, any new color will have their own separate layer. So it will be like, it's like this. No, it should not. This one. So let's say this one is blue for the head, and that will be on a new layer, which I have not done because we're just doing like a random one, impromptu thing. So you'd have like the rough animation first, lined, and then I do like, this would be like blue, and then it would be the head, and that would go like on top of stuff. It just means that you've got like the rough animation there to keep everything consistent, and then on top of those I usually do their own lined detail layers or like texture layers on top of those. In Blender you'd make them like a mask, and then tag whatever one was the reference layer, and then you draw them on top like that. That's basically how I did it's how I did the Zelinki collab animation. We'll get there in the end. I might have to grab a drink. Yeah, I hope that answered your question a little bit. Enio, hi. I am doing good, thanks. We're just roughing out some stuff. In the wrong tool. Okay. Let's make sure that's there. So I'm just going to draw some boxes. I do have a template for this, but I probably should have brought it into the thing. Okay, so I'm thinking I want like the back of a character's head like walking in. I'm probably going to do more of the body than that, but because it's Blender I can draw outside the thing. So we'll have a couple of cool dramatic walk. He might have a cape. Should I give him a cape? What do we think, chat? Cape or no cape? The fabric might be a bit much to animate. So have this one, he's walking like forward. And then maybe oh, should we do an establishing shot first? Maybe. No idea what they are. Maybe like an abandoned castle. Something very spooky. Actually, let me get some references up for this. Just gonna do some planning, I think. So abandoned places. Raj, hi. I am Space Dad. Welcome. Motif, hello. How's it going? Cape. Okay, we're thinking cape. I'm planning on watching the first episode of The Last of Us on Friday. I've already seen the game, so I roughly know what happens, but I do wonder whether I'm going to regret watching it. Because I'm not good with like scary, spooky stuff. Okay, I found a reference. This is not from my head. Okay. They are like that. I was also thinking, chat, if I draw like a background and stuff and separate out all the layers, because I said I was going to do this before, but I thought it would be cool if let's draw it like this. I thought it would be cool if we did like a little challenge. So like I provide the background and you guys make something from it, like make an animation with it. And then these steps go here, and then you've got Thinking kind of Indiana Jones vibes, maybe. Okay, across here. My friends are raving about that show. I feel like I've got to watch it because it's like, because I quite enjoyed the video game. That I watched someone else stream and then looked away whenever it got a bit scary. But yeah, it's it looks fun, and I do like the 2 leads in it as well, because they were great in Game of Thrones. Okay, this is, I want something like hanging down here. And then like some vines or something. Let's not do that shape. Maybe something like that. And then maybe that swings, so that's a clock or something. I'm putting it off because I already know the game story. Yeah, gotcha. But when has that even stopped me for manga anime adaptations? It's a mood. It's a mood. Ed, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, we're just doing some rough stuff. I found like a reference on Pinterest that I want to maybe turn into a background. I think this might be the background that I turn into layers for you guys to animate from. So let's say that these are the steps. So you've got like, they're like wonky and broken. There'll be like little bits of moss. Looks like there we go. Let's add like a plant or two in here. Let's give this one like a crack. And a plant at the top of here. Some vines. I'm mostly going off the reference. Let's grab some more like rocks. I need to figure out how to do this in like a 3D space, because that would be cool. Maybe that's the next project, that instead of like a full-on animation, I try and convert a background into like a 3D space. And then I don't have to storyboard anything. I think that's what I'm going to do. There we go. Inspiration solved, chat. Do that mix of 2D, 3D. This is a bit of a mess. This should be a bit further across, I think. And then I get to do some background stuff. Really been liking backgrounds lately. Chainsaw, hi. What did you miss? I'm gonna say we finished the reference that I was doing. I basically did most of it and then got bored. We did like a second of the poses, but it was like 60-ish frames, and I was like, that's enough. So now I'm doing some thumbnails for what could potentially be the next project. So I'm thinking I make a background and then I release it to you guys on like Gumroad or whatever, and you can download it, and then you make an animation in the background and then you just share it. So, and then you'd be like, this is the background. So kind of like a challenge-ish thing. So I'm going to challenge myself to also make this background in 3D. Not like 3D, but like this background sketch 2D, but in a 3D space, if that makes sense. So maybe just block it out. Midas, hi, how's it going? I was having fun in 3D the other day. Nice, what were you making? Okay. But yeah, so maybe like it's a little bit lost temple. I want this to like swing, so the way I'll do it is I'll probably do it 2D first, and then I'll release that all, and then I'll try and make it in 3D. So let's lower this. I'm gonna make this bigger actually. This in the middle. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Lower this one down, and then I can draw over the top. So this is the main section. I have the eye like that. I feel like eyes are something I add in quite a lot. Oh no, there we go. To stop that from happening, make sure you auto lock in active layers so you don't accidentally erase everything. It's sort of like a coin. I'll zoom in. And then this. that will swing from side to side. Do you know what? I'm gonna call this clock. So then we have that reference. And then I can actually animate that moving if I want to. So we're gonna call this the door, which will be this section behind. What else do we have? Yeah, that would probably help a lot if I actually moved things. Okay. For anyone who's interested, I am looking at... Oh, wrong button. I'm looking at this pin on Pinterest for the reference. It's not going to be like exactly the same, but that is the reference that I'm looking at. Make this a bit thicker at the top. And if I space it out a little bit, spread it out along those lines. Okay. Let's do, oh, wrong layer. Be helpful. Okay, and pop those across. This will probably, I'll probably leave this blank. So if anyone wants to animate something coming out of the door or something. Made a questionable tree next to a questionable bench. Well, I hope your questionable animation was good. Or like the modeling was fun at least. Oh no, the script is 3 pages long. That is that's quite something. I think it was like 3,000 or 4,000 words. My script for the Blender, my first Blender how I made this thing was. Thanks, Anthony. Enjoy the recording. I hope it goes well. Okay. And then we're gonna have like something here, I think. Oh, that is not level. There we go. And we're just doing some patterns. There will be something. There will be something in here. I'm not too sure yet. No. Oh, you haven't set up the shortcut keys on this tablet. That's what I need to do next, I think. I usually don't write scripts. I just wing it. It's I feel like I have to write a script because otherwise I'll forget what I'm going to say. And then I have to edit all of the ums and ahs out. Am I using a digital pad to sketch or a mouse? I'm using a graphics tablet. It should be in the description of this video. Hang on a sec, chat. I've just, sorry chat, I've just locked my nephew out of the house. Be right back. Oh, did you hear the doorbell go off? Is it plugged in? Oh, I didn't hear it. That's because it's not as aggressive as the last one. Oh, okay, I'm back. Brush pad, try and blend this one. Nice. I hope you like the brush pad. Brush pad, brush pack. There we go. Okay. So we've got this bit. I want roughly the area to be like this. So I can't believe I locked him out. I usually don't. It's so funny. He's been waiting out there for like 5 minutes, ringing the doorbell, and I didn't even hear. Okay. So like maybe we'll go up this high. We'll put like some alcoves in. Maybe some statues or something. Okay, so I'm thinking using a 13-inch tablet. Oh, has it not updated? Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Oh, it's the old one. Okay, so I'm now using the Huey on canvas. Pro 16 with the 2.5K display. Hang on. There you go. That's the one I'm currently using. So they sent it to me, and it used to be my 13-inch XP Pen 13.3 Artist Pro. That's the one I used to use, which I still think is really good. So if anyone has a look, if anyone ends up using this background in a different area, this is the surprise they get. And then I'm just gonna copy this and switch it over. So it should be here-ish. And this needs rotating a little bit. Okay. Then we'll just have some lines. I was thinking of doing like moon cycles this way, like on here, but we'll see. Okay. Well, maybe like that. And then it's nice and kind of even. Like this. And it will be blocked off. Most of this will be blocked off anyway. Let's do this across. Okay, hi, how's it going? Will I release this as a blend file? If you guys want me to, when it's finished, I shall do that. I shall do that. Because the original, I was planning on doing like the separate layers of the background, so it would be like the sky, and then there would be the outer pillars, and then it would, I guess it would then be the door, and then the arch, and then it'd be like the steps and foliage, steps and plants. So they'd be released as individual ones that you could then put as planes into Blender or bring it into whatever program you animate in, and then you could do like little animations in between the layers. That makes sense? Spaghetti, hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing some background stuff. Okay, we'll do it like this. And this one needs to be a bit taller. Yeah, that's about right. Not exactly, but right. So I make that 100. And then I just go to solid fill, and I'm going to fill it in with like a, where is it? Oh, okay. View, sidebar, tools. And then I want, I'm going to add a new palette. And then I will, I can't see the start file, no. Hang on a second. This is probably like a bad idea, but defaults save startup file. Okay. There we go. So this one, and then it's solid fill, so I'm just gonna go over the top of this. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to turn those off. What next? Okay, so this one, I'm going to turn the door down. And then this one is going to be the arch. I noticed I've recently got the 1080p Gen 2 16-inch XP pen. Nice! I use a, is that the one with the coloured backs? I use a 22 HD Cintiq that is a bit long in the tooth. The dream will be to get a big 4K Cintiq someday. 16-inch is a backup / portable device. Yeah, the 16-inch is quite nice. I was thinking of getting one that's like slightly bigger, because I'd love like a 22 inch, maybe like 2.5K or 4K tablet, but I was like, the 16 inch will do for now. There's plenty of room, really. I have tried out the coloured back one from XP Pen. It's really nice. What are you using for a stand? Because they don't come with a stand, do they? Or did you pick one up when you bought it? Sam's been working alongside this. Nice. I'm glad that hopefully it's been fun or nice background noise. Okay. What was I doing now? Let's turn this up. Actually, there. Let's turn off. Let's turn that off. I might do the arch. Oh, it's on solid fill. I was like, why is that not working? Oh, hang on. I put it at 60 and then that, and then do, there we go. So this is the archway, this is on top. Oh, that needs to go out to the side a little more. So I do want it to match a little bit at least. This is basically just to rough it out a bit more. Have something a bit more solid before I take it in and colour it. Okay, tell you what. I do it like this. And then this bit, did I include? I included the first step with the door, so I think do it like this. And then there's gonna be like a crack or a break here. The steps have sort of crunched inward. A bit easier that way. Oh, you got a third-party stand. I don't really use the stand drawer there. I use the edge of the table and my legs. Oh, okay, so you have it for a sketchbook. Cintiq, I have an Ergotron arm. How is that? Because I was looking at those, like, if I'm gonna get a bigger tablet, I think I'm gonna need one. Because even when you have like a desk and a stand that has different settings, with something that's so big, it's more difficult to move around than a smaller tablet. I'm gonna end up with like shrimp back. Okay, and then I think this one we're gonna go for like some cracks. And then this one's gonna have like a scratch, like a big gouge. The hidden, or not so hidden, joke is that we have the dog as one of the symbols on the wall. I did say hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Paranormal, welcome. Let's see. Let's do some moss down here. And then you've got like these lines to age it a bit. Alright, let's have Edric. Hi, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. On that image they have like pillars. Just section it out a little bit better. Let's add in these lines. For the top. I don't want to go like too detailed, but I think we all know how this ends. It'll end up being like a mess of detail. I'm like, oh, just add this really essential piece here. This one's a bit more broken. And there's some rocks behind on here. We'll do like a half. This will be like a sun kind of thing. There we go. Ergotron arms are good for larger displays, definitely. Okay. I will keep that in mind if ever I get one. I feel like I will. I feel like I'll eventually be like, I need more space. Especially if I get into like the 3D side of things and end up having a million windows and toolbars open. Let's see. That is not like centered, but never mind. Let's go for like some vines. Okay, so let's just doodle some little leaves across here. And then this bit's gonna hang down because there's gonna be extra bits. one's gonna be more like around here, I think. So it's like heavier at the top and then it's reaching like little bits down. And then I'll go along the top. Satya, hi. CJ, welcome. Hope you're all doing good. Welcome to the stream. Just doing some... Well, the plan is we're doing extra bits and pieces that I can then split up, put into a proper background, and then release for you guys to animate stuff in between. As like a little challenge kind of thing, but also an exercise because I want to kind of turn this into a 3D-ish background in 2D. A 2D, 3D background. That would be fun. Okay, let's do some extra little bits. Okay, and this is gonna need, let's have a look at the reference photo. What do I have? Okay, that looks decent. Ricardo, hi, how's it going? We're doing good. Let's see, still finding kind of daunting to do detailed sketches in Blender due to the lag of vector. Oh, I haven't really noticed much lag, but it may be due. What kind of setup do you have? Is it fairly beefy? Because I've got, with my setup, I have like 32, I think it's 32 gigs of RAM and a good CPU. My GPU is fine. It's only a 1660 on 6 gigs, so it's not like a 3080 or anything, or 3090. Let's see. I think we're gonna go with this one because I don't want to stretch it out too far. I do kind of want this to be symmetrical, but there may be a time where I find the symmetry tool in Blender, but today is not that day. Okay. Do it to like here. HB, hi, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. Thinking of doing these. On either side. You know what? If we go to edit, get rid of these. Oh, I shouldn't have drawn anything on them. I want to like flip it over. How did I do that before? You know what, we'll just, for the sake of this, and not... Right, let's have a look in the 3D space, because we all know that's not level. That's what I love being able to do with this. Just going, oh yeah, that's this way. Yeah, that's about right. Doesn't have to be super accurate just now, but there we go. And I think I want like 2 pillars either side of this. So it's getting more and more complicated the more I add to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go for like a... How did they do it in the reference? Is the question. I don't feel like it's our hardware problem. I feel more like there's a lapse of time between the stroke and the interpretation of programming line. Like I'm pulling... Oh, have you got the stabilizer on? Maybe. Because it might have switched on accidentally. I'm glad you're implementing everything I taught you. I literally could not have used Blender without chat, honestly. So... do I think grease pencil or 2D rigging is better? I wouldn't say one is better than the other. You're definitely gonna have things more consistent with rigged stuff. So yes, it's all about what your preference is, because I don't like rigging. I tried a tiny bit in After Effects when I was in uni, and I was like, I can do this faster in frame by frame, so that's what I did. Using perspective instead of drawing on meshes like a boss. I don't know about perspective, but I have got a reference up that I'm looking at. It's this one. We are fudging perspective since the dawn of time. Yeah, rigged versus hand-drawn is based on the result you're looking for, definitely. I feel like I'm quicker with this, so that's the way I usually do it. So looking at this, they have like these extra pieces. Go see Jake. The cat is there. Arnold is meowing at the door. Small child, please. Hand-drawn is definitely much more flexible and less restraining rather than 3D or rig stuff. Yeah, it's mainly like the prep work that I don't have the patience for. Let's get rid of that line. I feel like I'd be alright if someone else rigged it and I just had to animate it, you know? Like the stuff in cell action looks quite fun. Let's do this. Then it might be easier. No, don't like the look of that. Maybe just that. That'll do. There you go. We'll go for shapes. Shapes and colours. So I want them like here-ish. Making that's a bit big, really. I could have literally just copied and pasted that again, but never mind. Like that. Okay, so those are the two pillars at the front. There's the clock. There's the door. I turn this off. And then I'm going to do arch colour, move it underneath. And then we can see what bits and pieces look like. Because sometimes it's a bit of a nuisance. We'll just do a second bit. Yeah, and then one here. Oh, don't forget the stairs. And then that also means I can turn the door up. We'll do another layer underneath. It's going to be a little lighter because okay, that makes sense. And the darker stuff is towards the front. Should be easier like that. I'm not doing this super neat. Once I've got the rough layout done, I think I might call it a day. Okay. So when there is, that's the rough. So next are like steps, I guess. Although would they be, they'd be on the arch layer, wouldn't they? Okay. So arch, let's go. Rigged animation will always look rubbery compared to frame by frame, but sadly it gets things done quicker. Maybe the best solution is to use it for background elements. I think it depends. I think you can use like a mix of the two and it'll look alright. But there's some really nice stuff that is very hard to tell whether it's rigged or whether it's frame by frame. Some of like the shows, I think Tangled did it really well, like Disney's Tangled. Like the actual TV show rather than the film, because that was 3D. But yeah. Anastasia, hi. We haven't done a stream for like, oh, I think the last stream was last week, Tuesday, or it might have been the week before. I can't remember, but yes. Yeah, that's not really what I do. The static background stuff is usually 3D. Nice. It's fascinating how our brain welcomes better the flatness and mistakes of frame by frame art than the more consistent but also floaty 3D art. Yeah. So it's part of like the uncanny valley, I think, as well. I just add 2D shaders to it. Nice. Radiologist, thank you so much. I'm so glad the 2D Blender stuff that I've made has helped. It's literally what I do it for. Okay. But yeah, I'm still working on the how I made this for the fighter animation. We'll do this as like, I'm gonna try and do it in like slabs instead. A bit of, we do it across like that, and then there's some moss, and then some scratches, because otherwise it's like looks a bit plain. I haven't got the stabilizer on because it's just hopefully fine. Sometimes I think it looks a little better when it's wobbly. Right, let's get rid of the pillars so I can see. I'm thinking like this maybe. Well, there we go. Accidentally pressed one of the buttons on my pen. Buddy, hi. Videos have inspired me to draw out Blender. I usually animate 2D using Clip Studio. Thanks so much for doing. Oh, thank you. I'm really glad the videos have helped. I hope you're enjoying Blender in the 3D space. I have been meaning to have a look at Clip Studio. I bought it absolutely ages ago. And I was like, I'm going to take a look. And I have barely touched it since. But I'm doing a course right now that uses it. So I have had to open it up to have a look at the source files for that. It's exciting though. Okay, let's add us like some rocks here. You got any space to fill? Default, add rocks. Let's see, because this is. Yeah, we'll just line it down here, as that is like a separate. And we'll put like some moss and things. Like this is mostly, these sides are mostly going to be like out of shot. And then we'll put some vines and things here. Some extra mossy bits. But yeah, this is, for anyone who's just popped in, this is going to be a file slash background that I release in layers, so you can put it into whatever animation program you're using and animate something on top as like a cool fun little thing. And my next animation will probably be trying to convert this into like a 3D space thing in Blender. So I could technically like space it out right now, but I want to try and draw in the 3D space the next time. So that's going to be my task for what is Tuesday? I feel like am I here Tuesday? Is the question. I may not be here for another stream on Tuesday. Yes, I am still here. I've been going for 2.5 hours. I usually go for like, that's usually about the right time. It depends on what I'm working on as well. Okay. Let's put a bigger border here. Across here, put some moss and some lights. Get rid of that side. Get rid of that as well. Like that. Okay, so that's then the inner part, and I now need to colour that. Let's grab the same grey I used, because otherwise it's going to get a bit confusing. I've realised that was a different... I need the solid fill. There we go. Because otherwise it does not work. Just going to use it to block out. Oh, I've just realised. Because this centre bit is different. Okay. There we go. Like that. And then, so then it's the pillars that are on top, but underneath all of this needs to be some sort of sky layer. I also feel like the arch needs to have, I wish there was like an opacity lock for the layers as well. That would be good, because at the minute I'm just doing like a mask, and so it's arch C, and then it should be, the way I get over it is I will pin it and then do that, and then you've got like the variation, because otherwise that would be a bit of a pain to do it normally. Although this one now needs something. The clock, so mask should be CC, stands for clock color. And let's do that a little bit darker as well. Maybe like super dark, like that. And then yeah, so behind, what is this? That's just a new layer. So we've got your sky background, which will be just like up here. Maybe like just mountains in the background. Nice and simple. And then we'll put like some foliage. Oh yeah, there should be some extra stuff here. So underneath the pillars we'll have some foliage. Oh, hang on. Callison, hi. I was about to thank you for hiding the Windows bar, but then I thought I can't assume you're using Windows. I am using Windows. I am. Akira, hi. Chainsaw. I streamed for 6 hours straight once. I think I did that as well. People had like come back and they were like, "Are you still going?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like in the middle of something. I couldn't stop. And then I got up and my knees did not say thank you for that. Starting at 4 AM in the morning. No. That could not be me. I'm like only just going to bed. My sleep schedule is actually really messed up at the minute, so it's a good time has not been had. Right, let's make this. Let's do some. Make this thicker. There we go. I want to do some. Let's try it with a solid fill actually. Should I? Yeah, we'll try it like this. Monka, hi, how's it going? This is actually just a background. So there will eventually be an animation in this, but the plan is to finish the backgrounds and release the Blender file and the actual layers so people can put them into their own animation programs and make an animation like on top of the background, like in between the layers, as like a little cool project thing. So kind of like that. Bugs and glitches, hi. Astounding how much effort animators put into their work. It's a real thing. It's a task and a half for sure. Bit confused, Callison. What are you sad about? Fix your sleep schedule, become based. I wish I could go to bed at 9. I have been like trying to sort it out. It's down to 2 AM now. And then I think we'll go for this. I think once it starts getting lighter in the mornings. What is that? I have not done that properly. Yeah, once it starts getting a bit warmer, I think I'll sleep better. It's a little bit chilly. I'll just do it like this. And these will be able to be moved, I reckon. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. SPD, hi, how's it going? Oh yeah, I fixed my streaming and sleep schedule since then. No more night owling like a madman. Yeah, I feel that it's I don't know, I just feel so good when I get up early and I have like a good night's sleep. But I woke up this morning and I was like, why can't I see properly? I woke up with a migraine. I think I had I sleep with my hair in a bun. I think I had it too tight. So I immediately took some ibuprofen and was like, I am not cancelling stream again today. So yeah, it's all gone. All no migraine, which is good. But yeah, it's not the one. Do you know what was really embarrassing the other day? I was like, my eyes, they are so sore. I don't know what's wrong with them. And I realised I hadn't been wearing my glasses. And I was like, oh, that is embarrassing. Because usually, like, they're only for like computer work, really. So I don't wear them all the time because it's not, I don't do computer work all the time, but it was just so funny. I was like, oh no, I know why my eyes are hurting. It was like really stinging. I was like, I am wearing my glasses. Because I've never really had to before, but they're just for computer work, really. Let's put like little bits here. And so it should be something like this. It's looking better, I think. There we go. Where is it? The door. This one should be darker, like much, much darker. Sad about me using Windows. Oh, okay. Oh, open source. Yeah, I was gonna say, so I've got a Windows PC, and then I've got like a little MacBook laptop. I'm guessing you're thinking about Linux? Linux? Is that the one? That's the one, right? Papa Goose, hello, I just got your stream in recommended videos. Nice. I'm learning Blender, Grease Pencil. Do I have any vertex color tutorial from your channel or some that you can recommend? I can't get when to use the regular fill tool and when vertex color. So this, oh, that is not the tutorial. So I have this video. Where is it? Content. So you see the little character in the corner. This is the tutorial I made on how I made it. It goes through my process there. But I basically don't really use materials. Unless it's like the line art color, maybe. It's mostly all vertex stuff. Is it vertex? Color attribute. It's all color attribute stuff. But yeah, that is my process for in there. For like the fill tool, I'd say it's easier sometimes to use the attribute, like a solid fill material like that. Sometimes, but it's easier if all the lines are closed and then use the fill tool. But that's still a bit iffy for me, so I use a mix of the two. No worries, no worries. I hope it helps. What's wrong with Windows though? I'm not sure. Okay, let's have a look. So, is there a way? It would be good. Okay, so what I would love to happen in the grease pencil tools, I'd love to be able to lock the opacity of a single layer, like a coloring layer, and just go over the top without having to make a new mask. I'd like more blending mode layers in the layer panel, And I would also like to be able to, can I do it is the question. No, I don't think I can. I suppose I'd have to have them as separate grease pencil objects to be able to select multiple. Unless. If I close that, the sky is fine, that can stay there. So they can stay there. So these ones, if I go to edit, okay, so if I turn that off, I go here. What is this? Oh, so it was in the middle one. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then I can do this. Move it forward. Turn those off. Move that forward. Turn them on. Yeah, okay, they're fine. Let's have a look at all of them. Because at the minute, yeah, they are fun. So these ones, these pillars, if I lock the rest of those and I move them forward. What is this? Oh, it's those. Okay. Like that. What does it look like now? I go to draw. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of 3D spacey. I probably should have done the detailing and that on different layers. So what does it look like if we do some keyframes on this camera to like move about a bit? So let's zoom out. Edit. Can I not? Are you gonna let me? Very odd. Okay. It's not letting me. Can I insert keyframe? There we go. I just want it to move. Is it going to be object? There we go. Okay, that's better. I was in the wrong mode, that's why. Let's push it in further. And then here, I think we're going to go up a little. And then in a bit more. So let's have a look. Doesn't really strike me as like a 3D. Let's see. It's gonna have to be like more obvious, I think. Yeah, the layers are gonna have to be like bigger and more separate. We'll just do a little bit of that. let's go to edit. What is this? Okay, is that? Let's unlock those and move them forward. Is it only? Oh, okay. I just realised what I've done. Okay, lock that one. There we go. Let's move it a little bit so we can grab the. Nope. Basically, these extra sections we're going to ignore. Okay, it needs a little bit further back, I think. What does that look like then? So I'm thinking here, this camera is gonna have to, I'm gonna properly move it. Like here. Okay, it's gonna need to go in and down and right. And then down a bit more. Down. Down a bit more. And then right a bit more. Let's see what it does. Yeah, that's about right, really. So these pillars now need to be, what is this? That. Okay, so these two pillars are now unlocked. Let's move. Zoom out. There, I think. Yeah, now these, how do they? Yeah, okay, so they need to be bigger. The green needs to be bigger. Let's lock those. This one, yeah. Actually, I'll just bring them forward, you know? And if they're all like moving, it's gonna be a little better. Let's zoom in. Cool. Oh, I moved them in the middle of the timeline. Okay. Edit. Where was I? Okay, not like that. Solid fill materials are easy to change on the fly as well. Yeah, for sure. Animation in Microsoft Paint supremacy. Captain, you beat us all. Question about the stream music. So it's all stream beats by Harris Heller. This is the lo-fi playlist and it's free to use in all your videos and streams. Do increase bet, so it's like staging a theatre scenography. So cool. Yeah, it's really interesting because I've never really done anything in 3D that wasn't like at uni. So the fact that it's all self-initiated kind of, it's fun, but also very difficult because I'm used to thinking in like 2D space only. It's nice to be able to layer stuff up, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call it for the day. Thank you all so much for coming to the stream. We almost made 3 hours. 2 hours and 52 minutes. I will let you know when the next stream is. Feel free to join the Discord. I don't spam it with stuff. It's just when I go live and when I post a new video, which I'll be working on after stream. So thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day / night, and I'll see you real soon.